Hi guys, it's Guidance with Compassion here with another reading. So today, I'm going to be talking to you about the astrology that's taking place in the month of May. I thought I'd add this on to the beginning of the monthly readings, so to give you a bit more of insight, so you can take this into consideration along with your reading. Astrology is something that I'm interested in, so I thought this would be something that you would enjoy and it would be beneficial to you, viewers. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I'm just going to be talking about the major transits, things that are taking place, things like retrogrades, Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde, Pluto, stuff like that. I won't be talking about every single transit, but ones that I think that would be of importance that you should, keep in your mind's eye, have a think about, have that in the back of your head, like, oh, this is taking place this month, so, this may affect me X, Y, and Z, if that makes sense. Yeah? Okay. So first I'll start with May 4th. May the force be with you. And on May 4th, starting is a Pluto retrograde in the sign of Aquarius. And this is taking place until the 14th of October. So it's a long transit, yeah? It's not something it's a slow burn, I would like to describe it as, yeah? So Pluto, the lord of death and transformation, yeah, goes retrograde. So this can mark a period of major metamorphosis and rebirth within you, yeah? But this period can also be deeply gratifying. One can bring you closer to your true self if you know how to handle it. Yeah. So with this in mind, it's like letting you know that whatever is happening in your life is for your highest good. Don't try. I'm getting in my head like the Tower card. Let it fall, let it burn. Yeah. Because this brings you to your better self. I always have in my head the phrase, your new life, will cost you your old life. Yeah? So you can't hold on to what you currently have, holding on to the past, because you say you want to move forward, you say you want this in your life, you want love, etc., what it is, job, career, new place to live. But things are going to have to change. The foundation is going to have to change. The tower's got to fall. And then there's a new slate, new space. Everything is clear for spirit to create what you want. But you've got to have faith. You've got to let it happen. Yeah? And it's not going to happen overnight. So you have to have a little bit of patience. I don't want to say a lot of patience, because often we live in this world where it's like instant gratification. Now. But, I always say, if you've been watching my channel, anything that is worthwhile, it takes some time. Slow and steady wins the race. So I'll carry on. So a Pluto transit is most profound of all the planetary transits. It is nothing less than a total and complete transformation from one way of being to another. In nature, this is best illustrated by the metamorphosis of a caterpillar into a butterfly. So you can get with that description. That doesn't happen overnight. There's a lot of time into the caterpillar becoming a butterfly, and a lot of rest, a lot of lean back. And in my head, I'm getting a lot of feminine energy from that. A lot of times we're in our masculine energy, we want to do something. We feel like we should be doing something in order to go here. We need to do stuff. And yes, that is somewhat true. We do have to make concerted effort in some places, but it shouldn't be like bam, bam, bam. We have to always, there needs to be a balance to it. We allow spirit to help us out. You ask for help, and then you go out and you decide to do something, and it's like, well, hold on, let me help you out. Let me guide you. Yeah. So it's just like, you have to key into your intuition, your discernment there, to be like, spirit will kind of give you a hint, like, do this. You'll have, like, for me, an example, I get a feeling in the pit of my stomach, my gut. It's like, do this. And the thought won't go away. And it's like, okay, let me do this. And you may not know why, but eventually when you do it, some events may materialize after that, and you think, oh, okay, Spirit was guiding me this way. This is why. This is leading me this way. It's leading me closer to what I want, my manifestation. Yeah? But you have to trust. You have to have faith. And oftentimes when we can't see what's happening, behind the scenes, we think nothing's happening. But that isn't the case. Yeah? Everything is happening. It's just that we're not privy to all the information. And rightly so, because Spirit doesn't want to reveal all their secrets and they want to surprise you. Yeah? So the nature of a Pluto transit is to prompt metaphysical death in service of a rebirth into something ultimately more true. We become more authentic through the confrontation with and processing of shadow material and past trauma. The transit brings toxic habits to light in order to be cleansed and transformed. Pluto can transform your toxic relationships, Venus, toxic emotional patterns, the Moon, or toxic attitudes towards work and status, Saturn. Actually, it all depends on where Pluto functions in your chart, where it is transiting and what natal house it rules. In order to change us, Pluto must unearth what is rotten. However, if we accept and allow the process to happen instead of fighting it, we can come out closer to ourselves than we ever have before. Exactly. You have to allow things to take place. I know it may be painful. It's like, oh, I don't want to lose this person. This person is leaving my life, or this is happening. Oh, my things are not happening with my job. But if you wanted a better job, maybe Spirit is doing this because they need to remove you from the situation in order for an opportunity elsewhere that's better aligned with your wants and needs to take place. The same way with a toxic relationship. You're comfortable. You're used to this person. You're afraid of the unknown. But it's like Spirit needs to remove them from your life in order for you to have a better relationship with people who are more aligned with your own thoughts, your ambitions, where you want to go, more compatible to your needs. Yeah, and that is new, that is scary, but you need to break through that in order to get over to the other side. And so this Pluto retrograde is happening in the sign of Aquarius. So Aquarius thrives on innovation, individuality, and things eccentric. So this is the perfect time to step off the beaten path and pursue what genuinely excites you, even if it feels a bit out there at first. Yeah? So it's embracing the new change. As I said, Aquarius is major thoughts are happening at the same time, but let me slow down. Aquarius marches to the beat of their own drum. Yeah? They're unafraid, Aquarians, to feel or look weird, to do something not everyone's doing. They're not a sheep mentality. They're quite happy to do things alone. And so to embody this kind of energy, yeah? In order to get something you've never had before, you need to do something different. Yeah? And it doesn't have to be so, oh, I'm gonna go off around the world by myself. No, it doesn't have to be something extravagant. It could be, oh, let me start a new class, an art class. There's people there I don't know, but I may meet people that I'm compatible with and create great friendships. Join the gym. You've been thinking about it and you've been umming and ahhing. Maybe you've been a bit fearful of it and thinking, oh, people are going to stare at you. You're going to be on your own. You're going to have anxiety. I'll keep it real with you. No one's looking at you in the gym. They're more focused about themselves. Yeah? Half the time when I go to the gym, people are just taking selfies or on Instagram and stuff like that. No one is looking at you whatsoever. So you don't have to be afraid about looking silly or not knowing what you're doing. Yeah? So Pluto retrograde will occur in Aquarius, a fixed air sign celebrated for its forward thinking, rebellious energy. Aquarius thrives on breaking boundaries, embracing individuality, and challenging societal norms. So this retrograde will bring themes of freedom, independence, and self-expression to the forefront. Maybe you've been feeling a little bit meh about your 9 to 5 grind, your daily routine, or the same old social circle. Consider this as your excuse to explore unconventional career paths, join a new community, or explore new philosophies that challenge your way of thinking. Keep in mind that Pluto retrograde in Aquarius will also turn the spotlight on how technology influences your life. So this is also a great transit to reevaluate your relationship with digital spaces, innovation, and the role that they play in shaping your future. So you could be like thinking, oh, maybe I'm spending too much time on the internet, on social media. I want to go outside, be one with nature. Or you could be doing the opposite of that. I'm not spending enough time on social media, and maybe I need to embrace it more in my life. It seems like this is the way the world is going, so let's see what's going on, you know? Use your discernment, use your intuition, don't go overboard. Do what's right for you, yeah? Okay, so we also have a full moon in Scorpio on May 12th, yeah? So the moon in Scorpio creates the need to delve into your feelings as deep as possible, because Scorpio is a very deep sign. You deserve meaningful emotional exchanges now that more than ever. Sorry, I can't read my notes for some reason. You deserve meaningful emotional exchanges now more than at any other time, even if it is not easy and you are forced to change many things. Shallow relationships do not satisfy you, because they are not purifying enough. Yeah? So you could be looking back. You can see this works in tandem with the Pluto in retrograde in Aquarius. How, you know, you may look at relationships, be it toxic or not, and you just feel like, I'm moving in a certain way. I'm moving in a certain way in my life. And although we were compatible at a time, I don't feel like we're moving in the same direction. You know, it could be like you have friends with people you used to work with, and the bond was that you would complain about your job. But now that you've got a better job and you're actually fulfilled and you're enjoying it and you're enjoying going to work every day, you don't really have much to talk about. That person is still stuck in the mindset of complaining, negative mindset, negative thought patterns, and you're not. And you can't bond. And it's not personal. But then you decide, okay, well, I'm just, you know, moving more in this direction. And there doesn't really need to be a conversation. Maybe for some people, if it's a romantic relationship and you think, yeah, the way I thought about them is not the way I think about them now. And we need to have a sit down, and I'm going to have to tell them, you know what, I don't think we're moving in the right direction and things need to end. This is where I am, and this is how I feel. Then we have a new moon on the 27th of May in Gemini, and this is a super moon. So the moon in Gemini manifests itself by the need for changes and spontaneity. Safety lies in thinking about your feelings and sharing them with others. You can be more talkative and speak with ease these days. You might have a better ability to keep a cool head, but beware, cold heart can discourage others. Harmony of thinking and feeling is important, yeah? So Gemini is a very chatty sign. Gemini, I'm a Gemini rising, so you can see I'm quite a talkative person, that I come in here, do these readings. Often you probably may look at my readings and think, stop chatting about that, tell me about this. But yeah, it encourages spontaneity because Gemini is quite, you know, free thinking. They're an air sign. They go with the flow. Yeah. So embrace that kind of energy. We are in springtime, and it's like, I'm not saying being less disciplined, but it's like, you just feel like, oh, I'm going to go and have a drink here. I'm going to go there. I'm going to go to an exhibition. I'm going to go. Yeah. You just do what takes you. You go with the flow with life. Yeah. Someone invites you out. Go. Say yes. Yeah. Have some fun. Yeah. Less all work. Yeah. Life is for living. So enjoy your life. Yeah. Yes, there's a time and place to work hard, put in the effort, focus, but you need to balance that out with some fun, some joy. What do you like doing in life? Yeah? Engage your inner child. What did you used to love to do as a child? Maybe that's something that you want to think about. Have some joy. Go on a holiday. Just think, I'm going to have a trip away. Having a weekend away. I've worked hard. I'm saving. Yeah, I deserve it. Yeah? So it's good energy for the new moon. Embracing this. And you might be, maybe you or other people maybe feel the need to talk. Engage in conversations with people. Yeah? Keep it light, keep it friendly. You don't have to tell them your whole life story. But when people open up and engage, don't cut them off. Gemini is very like mixer at the party kind of energy. They talk to everyone. They're friends with everyone sort of thing. So maybe that's something that you need to embrace and could be affected in your chart. Yeah? So yeah, this is the astrology for the month of May. I hope you enjoyed these insights, these takeaways. Let me know in the comments section how it relates to you, how it may affect you in May. And let me know if you find this helpful, useful, great information. Yeah? Because I will be doing this going forward. And I will catch you in the reading. Hi guys, it's Guidance with Compassion here with another reading. So today I'm reading for the sign of Capricorn and we're doing your May Love General reading. So it is a general reading. So if it doesn't resonate, leave it there. You can check out any of the other readings on the channel or you can wait for a future reading. You can watch for your Sun, Moon, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, Venus. I know I'd miss one. Whatever you feel called. Yeah, all the readings on the channel are timeless. So if you see this after May, that's fine. That's when you're meant to receive the message. Not everyone's on the same timeline. So not everything's going to manifest at the same time for everybody. So please keep that in mind when you watch the reading. Also, check out your yearly prediction reading on the channel. See how the year is shaping up for you. Is it correlating what's going on in your life? Do you want to check out what's going on later on in the year? Check that out. And also, I'll be adding astrology talk to the beginning of the reading so you know what are the major things happening planetary-wise in the month of May. So let's get into it. Okay, Spirit, can I get messages for Capricorn regarding their love life for the month of May? What is Capricorn? Now, this came out several times in the pre-shuffle. It came out upright, it came out reverse like it is now. And it was like fight, not fight, fight, not fight, yeah? I don't know what's happening with you, Capricorn, if you're like arguing, bickering a lot with a partner. But I was getting also the channeled song, The Winner Takes It All by ABBA. So I was getting, I don't want to talk. This thing is over. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. I can't remember all the lyrics. Yeah. The winner takes it all. The sun is standing strong. Yeah. So when I mention a song, that's maybe a song that you've heard, or it could be that's a song that you need to look up the lyrics and there's a message there in there for you. Yeah. So you may want to check that out. Maybe relevant to your story if this is resonating so far. But yeah, it was getting a bit like, I don't know, maybe antagonizing. You start a fight and then you kind of walk over and say, no, I don't want to talk. No, it's fine. It's giving very passive aggressive. I don't know if that's you, Capricorn, or your partner. Let me know. Okay, Spirit, can I get another tarot card? What messages does Capricorn need to know regarding their love life? Okay, let's take that one too. We've got Temperance, bottom of the deck. Let's move these along. Okay. Can I get an oracle card, please, Spirit, for Capricorn? What messages do they need to know about their love life, please? What messages does Capricorn need to know regarding their love life, please? There we go. By the book. Yeah, do things properly. I'm getting this kind of breakup energy. Like, if you want to break up with someone, don't be petty. Like, I'm getting this kind of energy of like, you don't want to be with someone no more. So you be irritating. You kind of instigate fights so that they will break up with you. It's a little bit, well, not a little bit. It's immature. It's petty. Like, if you don't want to deal with them anymore, let them know. Like with the Four of Cups there, it's very ghosty energy, like not talking. It's like with the song, I don't want to talk. So you don't want to take responsibility. You don't want to take accountability. I'm not saying this is you, Capricorn, but this is just what I'm channeling out there. Yeah? But by the book, do things the right way. It may be hard. It may take a long time, sit down, but you got to do it. You've got to talk. Yeah? Elephants never forget. Yeah, I'm getting that with the sense of like, if you treat this person like shit, they're not going to forget. It could create a scar. So do it the right way. Yeah? Do it the right way. The fact that we got leg up underneath, I don't see how that's relevant for what I've just said. Because leg up is like, you can see it's kind of playful energy. You can see one bear is like more mature, domineering. The other one is playful. It's obviously the cub, the child. What I'm kind of getting is with the leg up here, it's like spirit's like, do you need help? Do you need help? Time to go. Like, I don't know if it's like you don't want to be the bad guy, you don't want to be the villain. Yeah. But we're the villain in someone's story. You can't be liked by all, otherwise something is awry there. Yeah? You're gonna have to bite the bullet. If you want to go, you're gonna have to go. But go in the way that doesn't leave as much pain and heartbreak. Obviously, you have no control of how people feel, but there's a way to do it. You're ignoring their messages, saying you're always busy, not talking, not communicating, not the right way. Yeah? Not the right way at all. Okay, let me get into the reading. So we've got the Five of Wands in reverse. We've got the Moon. We got the Page of Wands. We got the Four of Cups. We got the Queen of Pentacles. We got the Temperance card, bottom of the deck. 10 of Cups underneath that. And we got Orphaned. And we got By the Book, obviously, bottom of the deck. So, as I said, Five of Wands came out frequently. And Five of Wands, I don't know what that noise is about. I don't know if you can hear that on the reading. But Five of Wands, and it's like this irritating, like, it's like white noise. So I don't know, Capricorn, with this relationship, the way that it's going, it's in a bad shape. It's in a bad state. It's just like noise. So maybe that's why you're like, I don't want to talk. Because upright, Five of Wands is arguments, competition, conflict, bickering, back and forth, tittle tattle. You know what I mean? It's irritating, it's noise, it's just drama, messiness. Reverse, it's like, I give up, you win. Yeah? You're kind of like in the energy of like, in the Five of Swords, where you're one of the people that just walks away. Like, I hold my hands up and I'm just like, I'm out. Like, all right, like, okay, do your thing. Yeah, like, have fun. I'm not wasting any much energy on this. We've got the Moon. The Moon is all about revelations, all being revealed. Yeah? The subconsciousness, what's hidden. Maybe what's hidden is the fact that you've had enough. Maybe the fact that, it hasn't been working for a while and you've just decided, I'm going to stop. I'm just going to stop, like, because love and hate is a thin line. But once, like, the opposite of love isn't hate, it's disinterest, you know, just not caring. It's just like, okay. So this is maybe what is being revealed, that you're just like, I don't want a partner that I have to ignore, that I'm sick of fighting with, that I have to keep the peace by being silent. I don't want that in a partner. I want to go my own way. I want to go somewhere new. Page of Wands. New path. New line in the sand. New inspiration. You're just like, I've had enough with this. I don't, it's not what I want. The fact we got orphaned underneath, it's like you felt this for a time, you felt alone in the relationship, and you're just like, I've had enough. Fives or change. You've had a spark of inspiration, innovation. You just decide, you know what? You can have your cup back. And with this, when I say cup, it's like you can have the ring back. I don't know if this is someone who's engaged or someone who's married, but they're deciding, you know what? Take it back. I don't want it anymore. Like all this bickering, all of this stuff. Maybe you were planning a wedding and it was just like, yeah, it's not worth it anymore. All this drama, all this bullshit, you are not worth it. Yeah? You're like, I'm focusing on my wants and needs. Like, now it's peace because I'm focusing on my wants and needs. The Queen of Pentacles is nurturing. She's motherly. She's kind. She's one with nature. She's focusing on her bag. She's single mother energy. She's independent. So you could be focusing on your business. You could be focusing on your career. You could have children and you're a single parent. It could be masculine or feminine. Take it how it resonates. We both have masculine and feminine energies within us. But you could just be deciding, you know what? This is not for me. And I may have to start again a page as a novice, but I'm willing to do it because I ain't happy where I'm at. Yeah? I'm not happy here. I'd rather go it alone. I just, like, take your cup back. It's not, I don't want, like, take your stuff and go. Like, I've had enough. Like, temperance here. I want to be balanced. I want calm. I want tranquility. Of course, leading to emotional fulfillment, 10 of Cups. I want someone who can communicate their emotions without having a slanging match. I want someone who's grounded, who doesn't make a scene publicly and is embarrassing me. Or we're in our home and the neighbors can't hear us. I heard knocking 10 shades of bell out. 10, what's the phrase? Knocking shades or 10 I can't remember. Knocking shades. Like, I hope not. No one's hitting each other. But I'm hearing like, it just sounds like it. Like it's just really aggressive, loud. It's like you don't want that. You just don't want the drama. You just want peace. You just want to come home and relax, Queen of Pentacles. Cuddle up on the sofa. Watch a film. Watch a TV series. The drama, you'll stick to the soaps. Yeah? Or if you're abroad, soap operas. Yeah? But it's like, I'm hearing it may have been cute in the beginning when they got irritated. Or when they got a bit mouthy. Or had a little bit of an attitude. But over time, that milk turned sour real quick, yeah? The back talk. The things that they said, you were just like, do you love me or do you like me? Like, because the way you're talking to me, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And it may have been of energy of like, you fight and you're quick to make up. And that was sexy at the time, but now it ain't sexy. Now it's just a headache. Now it's just irritating. Now it's just draining. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, this is coming out. Either from their side or from your side, but it's coming out. And it's like, this is what you want. You want this 10 of Cups. People supporting each other in love. Yeah? Everyone's happy. Obviously, you're not going to be happy 24/7, but you want to be in each other's company. You don't want to be in their company anymore. They've hurt you too much. You want to be single. You want to live your own life. You want to go out there on your own and you will be victorious. You just want to enjoy your life, do things, be selfish, really. You don't want to have to answer to anybody. This could be you or the other person. Take it, it resonates, but it's like, I think from your side, Capricorn, I feel like you feel you've put a lot of effort and you've been fighting. You've been fighting for this relationship, but now you're just like, I don't want to fight no more. I don't want to talk. It's over. I'm done with it. I want to go and live my life, be single, yeah? Enjoy the fruits of my labor, do what I like, don't have to answer to anybody, and just go out there and just enjoy, have time of my life. Life is for living. Life's too short. 6 of Wands. You're gonna be popular, Capricorn. Yeah, when you step out, especially with this Empress energy next door. It's like the Empress is in demand. She's highly sought after. So I don't know if this person is leaving you out in the dust and they're thinking, I got the upper hand. They need to think again, because you're about to take off. You're about to bloom. You're going to be you're going to be popular. You're going to be popular. Yeah? You are going to be popular. You're going to be wanted by the masses. You're going to be wanted by all. So if they think they're doing something by going, you know what, see you later, bye, it's them that's going to be orphaned out in the dust. Because they thought they could get better than you. You know? They thought that they could find someone to replace you. This may be a different story for some people, so take what resonates. But they may be thinking, you know what, I can do better. They may have been the one causing all the fights, causing all the drama, not being communicative, not being clear. I'm getting as well, like, somebody who's who's immature. Who's immature, Page of Wands, immature. And they decide, do you know what? I want to do something different, and that doesn't involve you. I want to go on my own, do something else. You know? I'm going, they may have offered to come with them. Maybe they decide, I want to move over here, I want to move abroad, they do something outlandish, and you're just like, I'm not doing that. I've got responsibilities, I've got kids, you know? I've got a business, I've got work, no, I'm not leaving my family, something like that. You know, Capricorn's ground, you're an earth sign. And they may be fire. This may have been the friction. And it's just like, all right, well, I'm going. And they don't think it's a big deal. But then they realize how alone they are. And they realize this decision was impulsive, this was rash, and they sabotaged the relationship. But learn to you, when you go and live your best single life, you notice how many more options there are and how many people are interested in you. So take it how it resonates for you, Capricorn. You know, this may be a blessing in disguise. You might think, I didn't want to be single, I guess, but I am. I'm going to embrace it. Or, you know, paths went in different directions. Someone decides to make judgments, make decisions, because I saw the judgment card earlier, make decisions without your say-so. Not thinking things through with you, not thinking about how it will affect you. Well, look how it's affecting them now. Yeah? So this is the reading, Capricorn. I hope you enjoyed it, and If this is your story, if this resonated with you, please give the reading a like, please share it, please subscribe to the channel, yeah? Feel free in the comment section, sound off, let people know, is this your story? Is this something you're going through? Have you got advice for the collective? How they should navigate this situation? What's the benefit of your experience? Let people know if you feel called, if you feel comfortable. Yeah, give positive words of affirmation. And check out your yearly reading on the channel. See how the year is going for you. Smash the notification bell so you're alerted when I upload new readings to the channel. And I will catch you next time.